Speaking in a feminine way is important because it enhances warmth, connection, and influence, making interactions more engaging and effective, making a woman more magnetic and inviting in her interaction. It also fosters trust, softness, and emotional intimacy, deepening connections with others. My name is Micah. I'm a feminine energy dating and relationship coach. This is Feminine Energy 101. Let's jump right into it. Number one is soften your tone. Speaking slower sounds cliche, but it is so effective when it comes to being more feminine. When you speak slower like this, you actually automatically command attention and respect without even trying. Speaking slower physically gets people to lean in a little bit. What are they about to say next? So it enables people to actually be more on their toes and attentive to what you're trying to say. Another way to soften your tone is using a higher pitch. People like me, ladies who have a deeper voice, this might feel awkward or uncomfortable, but it is really good to do. For example, right now, I am speaking in a higher tone than what I normally would if I was speaking to a friend. So if you were to combine speaking slower and using a higher tone, imagine what it could do for you. For example, if I said, "Hey babe, I want to go on a date. What do you think?" That's different than saying, "Hey babe, I would feel so happy if we went on a date. What do you think?" He's automatically going to be more drawn to what I'm saying because I'm slowing down and I'm giving him a higher pitch voice so that it feels more endearing and it will draw him in closer. Some people might say, "Oh, well, is that control or manipulation for you to be speaking differently?" No, it's not. It's just you being mindful and considerate of what your voice is doing and how it affects other people. Slowing down and breathing deeply will soften your tone as well. Doing this actually shows patience and maturity in your communication with others. So it will make some difficult conversations easier to have. Imagine saying, "Oh my goodness, I just crashed my car. I got into an accident. This is not good." If you said that, or if you said, "Oh my goodness, I just had an accident. I really feel so many different emotions right now. I would really love your support. Do you have a second to talk?" Do you see the difference in just saying it one way, whereas if you're saying it in a more mindful way when it comes to softening your tone? Number two is speaking with kindness even when you're upset or frustrated. Talk about self-control. It is so important to have discipline when it comes to your tongue. You should not be reactive. You should not be impulsive when it comes to blurting out things, taking out your frustrations on other people. This is not the way to go. It turns people off and it pushes people away. And it's not fair for you to take things out on people. When you feel frustrated or overwhelmed or upset, it is important to pause and breathe. Take a page out of the other book. Slow down and breathe. Instead of accusing someone, pointing the finger at someone else, take a second to look at yourself and what you could have done different in the situation. And make sure you're using "I feel" statements instead of blaming someone else. You could say something like, "I do feel really frustrated. I'm asking that you be a little patient with me during this time. If you are emotionally charged and you feel a little bit out of control, you should not be having a conversation that you might regret. Take a time out. Make sure you communicate and say, "Hey, I just need a second to myself," or "I need some space to think." Go for a drive, go for a walk, call a friend, vent to them. Do whatever you got to do to feel better so that you can come back to the conversation and have a mature, vulnerable moment and be able to come back to the conversation clear-headed, sober-minded, and so you can articulate clearly how you feel. Please avoid being petty. Please avoid using sarcasm. This is not ladylike or feminine at all. It's masculine and it is attacking and provoking to the other person. Another way to speak with kindness is to actually validate the other person's feelings. It gives you a moment to take the spotlight off of yourself, look at the other person, let them feel heard and supported, echo back what it is that they're saying, thinking, and feeling. At that point, they'll feel more relaxed and comfortable to be able to be like, "Well, how are you feeling?" They won't feel as defensive because you've taken a moment to ask about how they feel. Using gentle humor when the time is right is awesome. It can be so needed in situations that are emotionally charged. Lightening the mood with a joke can make the conversation feel a lot better. Another great thing to do when you are trying to be kind, when you're frustrated, is admitting when you're wrong. Ladies, it is okay to say, "You know what? You're right. I could have done better," or this is what I could have done differently. I really am sorry. The truth is this: you are going to hurt people. I'm going to hurt people. I'm going to get hurt. We cannot avoid it. So if we happen to hurt someone's feelings, even if we're upset or annoyed by it, it is okay to say, you know what? I'm so sorry. You're right. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I did not mean to hurt your feelings. Whatever it is, just apologize. Last thing on being kind when you're upset is your body language. If you use your hands, your lips, give a person a kiss, it will disarm the situation. It will diffuse tension. If you hug the person, if you hold their hand, if you get close to them and snuggle up, it will be very hard for people to stay upset at each other. Number 3 on how to speak in a feminine way is avoid excessive slang and avoid excessive volume. I have struggled with this a lot myself. I naturally have a very loud laugh. I have a very loud speaking voice. I'm very passionate when I talk sometimes. So I have to be very mindful that it can startle people, turn people off, scare people, whatever it is. And then cussing on top of that is just, don't get me wrong, ladies. I love the feeling of a good cuss word. All right. I love it. I used to cuss all the time, like a truck driver, like a sailor, like a pirate, all of them combined. I did not care who was around. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cute. But the truth is that it's not cute. It is not ladylike. It is not feminine. Expanding your vocabulary, learning, reading books, listening to audiobooks or YouTube, whatever it is, to expand your mind so that you can have a larger vocabulary so that you are not stuck with using cuss words. It is also feminine to use complete sentences. Ladies, don't say, you know what I'm saying? Or da 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 da. I used to do that a whole lot because I just couldn't finish all of my sentences for whatever reason. I don't know if it was laziness or just being young, but I am very intentional now about being on top of completing my sentences. Even if it takes me a second, I'll pause and think and go, this is what I was trying to say. If you practice speaking in different settings around different people, you will get better and more comfortable feeling relaxed while speaking. Sometimes we get anxiety or emotionally charged up or nervous when it comes to speaking around certain people. It is important, or a very big goal of mine, to feel relaxed as much as possible. I literally do not want to feel stress in my life. Am I going to? Yes. But do I want to avoid it? Also, yes. So even when I'm speaking, I am aware, okay, I'm getting a little charged right now. Let me slow down my speech. I want to feel relaxed and calm while I'm communicating. The number 4 way to speak in a feminine way is to smile while speaking. Smiling makes you more approachable. I love a good smile, all right? When you see someone with a genuine smile, it is endearing. It's captivating. It draws you closer to them. You feel like, oh my gosh, this person is a good person. I feel comfortable talking to this person. I want to keep talking to this person. So make sure you're smiling when you are connecting with people. It subconsciously enhances emotional connection when you smile, when you're speaking about things you're excited about, your family, your job, whatever it is. It makes a person feel more connected to you. It also creates a flirtatious vibe. Imagine not smiling when you're on a date. You're just like, or it's not cute. Make sure you are making eye contact and smiling with the person that you are on the date with. It also makes you appear more youthful when you smile, showing those pearly whites or golds. It makes you look younger automatically without getting any work done. It shows grace under pressure. When you smile and you have a lot going on, it not only makes you feel better, but it shows that you are willing to go with the flow of life. You are not in control of everything. It's okay to let go, be at peace, relax, and smile. And last but not least, smiling enhances your natural beauty. It doesn't matter if you like your smile or not. Someone does. When you smile, you are beautiful. Remember this. Even if there's something wrong with your teeth, if you're missing teeth, or if you need dental work, or whatever the case is, you are still beautiful. Don't be ashamed to smile. How to talk in a feminine way, number 5, is to make eye contact and to show your expressions on your face. Having a serious face all the time is defensive. It's masculine. It is not feminine or vulnerable. Make sure whatever emotion it is, whether it's happy, sad, confused, excited, show the expression on your face so that the other person can connect with you. If you're stoic, stonewalled, defensive the whole time, that is masculine energy. That is defensive. You have a wall up. Make sure you are showing your facial expressions, and making eye contact also communicates understanding. It shows that you can empathize with the other person and what they're going through. If they got a promotion, you say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. That is amazing." Now, I am very expressive with my face. It's been something that I have dealt with my whole life. So people have actually told me, "Oh, wow, you're very expressive." Yes, I am, and I love it. If you want to be excited for the person, or if you want to empathize if the person is going through a tough time, it is important for you to show, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm here for you. If there's anything you need, please let me know." It also keeps the conversations more engaging. Imagine talking to someone who just talked like this the whole time that you were having a conversation with them. That would be the most boring conversation ever. I would not necessarily want to be their friend or connect with them ever again. Showing expressions and making eye contact also reflects confidence. If you're avoiding eye contact, or if you're timid with expressing how you feel, this shows that you are not confident in being free, in being yourself. It is very important to be you. If your facial expressions are very expressive like me, go for it. Or if they're more subtle and chill, laid back, that's cool too. Whatever your style is, it is okay. It's who you are. Be confident, own it. Facial expressions also subconsciously make the person more memorable. You might not remember the person's facial expressions exactly, but you will remember how they made you feel by the facial expressions that they echo back to you. So make sure you are being genuine with your facial expression so that the person can feel true, genuine connection. Yes, facial expressions also build sexual tension. It is important for you to give the sexy eyes, for you to smirk, for you to smile and flick your hair and do all the things that feel natural and normal to you. That is what's going to signal to the man she is interested. She's feeling me. I'm sensing some chemistry. If you are not expressive, he cannot get a gauge on you, and he cannot get a gauge on your nonverbals. And lastly, it encourages trust. Again, if you're being vulnerable with your face and your eyes, it is natural for a person to feel more connected to you, more drawn to you. They'll want to be closer to you. So yes, this goes for family and friends, but this especially goes for people who are dating or in a relationship. It is very, very, very important for nonverbal communication for you to be vulnerable with your body language. Ladies, speaking in a more feminine way is so important to your life. It could be the difference in you getting the job or you not getting the job, you connecting with the love of your life, or you being alone because you're serious and stoic all the time. Please be mindful. Make sure you're being genuine and vulnerable with what you're saying, how you're saying it, with who you're saying it to. Make sure you check out the link in the description below. There you can purchase my book. I'm also a feminine energy dating and relationship coach. Please contact me if you're interested in a paid consultation. Until next time, be fun, be free, be feminine energy 101.